when it's raining and you're cold. It's when you're in a position where people are showing a lack of respect for each other elsewhere, and you and your team are holding strong, you know? Nothing can shake you. Nothing can shake you.
Well, Defense Secretary Mattis rallying the troops deployed to help secure our southern border. But the first of thousands of members of the migrant caravans already arriving in Tijuana, some climbing up the border fence and even taunting U.S. law enforcement. Here to weigh in is former ICE supervisor and Border Patrol agent Jason Piccolo. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it this morning.
Thank you.
You know, to begin, I just want your reaction of these migrants climbing up to the top of the border wall there and taunting law enforcement officers. What was your first initial response when you saw those images?
I don't think they're part of the caravan. The caravan, if they have a legitimate asylum claim, will go to the port of entry. I believe these are just the other aliens that are trying to taunt our Border Patrol agents.
And what about Mattis's visit to the border area itself? A lot of people are saying that that's just for optics.
No, I think it's great. I'm a former Army infantry officer. I did a deployment in Iraq, and having a ground commander come out there and see what's going on to get the ground truth is imperative.
And let's listen to what Senator Jeff Flake had to say, though. He has the opposite feeling of what you're saying. Listen.
I think it's unfortunate that we have the soldiers there. You can't call it anything but a stunt here. I don't know what I could tell them other than we shouldn't be doing this. And this wasn't an issue that Congress was involved in. It was an executive decision.
So he's talking about the troops there to begin with. He's saying it's all a stunt. They don't need to be there in the first place. Do you agree?
No, we need troops there. Now, when I was in a Border Patrol, you had one agent per every 2 miles. We'd simply get overrun if there was thousands rushing the border at the same time. Now, I think about in the 1990s when you had hundreds and hundreds of aliens running up the 5 and 805 freeway in San Diego. That same area they're at right now. We need the military to bolster up the efforts to allow the Border Patrol agents to do their job. Now, Mattis already said right off the bat that they're not going to engage the aliens.
Well, and the other thing that Senator Flake has said, that he said the work should be handled by civilians and not military personnel.
Now, that's even worse. Look at our private prison industries right now. We're having problems with that. How are you going to train civilians to go out there and apprehend aliens? It just doesn't work.
Well, and we're not even keeping them here, or we're not even actually sending them back when they should be. Let's talk about this illegal alien accused of killing 3 people. He was a DACA recipient. We can bring his picture up. His Luis Rodrigo Perez. He was an illegal alien from Mexico. He's accused of triple murder. He was a recipient of DACA in 2012 and 2014. He had been jailed and then was released on domestic violence charges. What can you tell us about this case?
Now, he had 3 deportable offenses, aggravated assault, and child abuse when Middlesex released him, Middlesex County, New Jersey. Now, New Jersey requires you to have a judicial warrant in order to honor an ICE detainer. That's essentially a criminal warrant. Now, you would need the U.S. Attorney's Office to honor or actually apply for criminal warrants for every illegal alien. It just doesn't work that way.
And ICE has slammed Middlesex County for this before, accusing it of being a sanctuary policy. Apparently, the Federal Immigration Agency arrested 37 criminal illegal aliens in that area just in July.
Yes, and you know, the thing about New Jersey is I believe a lot of the police would work with ICE, but they're afraid of being sued for illegally detaining an alien.
All right, Jason Piccolo, thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us today.